What if I told you that you're not lazy? You're just trapped in something your brain loves. Every morning, you tell yourself, today will be different. Today, you'll finally do it. But then, you pick up your phone, and an hour disappears. Again. You had plans. A whole list of things you were going to start today. The notebook is open. The pen is in your hand. But nothing comes out. And somewhere deep inside, a voice says, "You're just lazy. What's wrong with you?" That voice is wrong. And today, I'm going to prove it to you. Laziness, as most people define it, doesn't really exist the way we think. What we call laziness is actually the brain doing exactly what it was designed to do. Your brain is always searching for the path of least resistance. It's called survival. Every time you choose comfort over effort, your brain releases dopamine, a tiny hit of reward, a tiny feeling of, this feels good. Stay here. Snacks, social media, TV shows. These aren't just habits, they're dopamine traps. And your brain starts to believe, why work hard when comfort is right here? This is the addiction nobody talks about. The addiction to feeling okay right now. Think about it. When did you last sit with discomfort and not immediately escape it? An uncomfortable thought appears, and immediately you check your phone. A boring moment comes, and immediately you open an app. Any app. The gym feels impossible. Not because you're weak, because comfortable feels so much easier. This is the trap. Comfort feels like peace, but it's actually a cage. Here's what your brain is actually doing. Scientists call it the pleasure-pain balance. Every time you experience pleasure, your brain tips toward pain to restore balance. That's why after hours of scrolling, you feel worse, not better. Drained. That's withdrawal. Your brain was flooded. Now it needs more to feel anything. But here's the most important thing I want you to understand tonight. This is not a character flaw. This is not who you are. This is a pattern. And patterns can change. Every human brain can rewire. Not through motivation, through repetition. Motivation is a feeling. It comes and goes. What you need is a system. Small systems. Tiny actions repeated daily. That's how the brain rewires. Step 1. You stop fighting yourself. You start working with your brain instead. Make your bed the moment you wake up, before your brain can negotiate. This one small action sends a signal. I am someone who does things. Step 2. Create friction between you and your comfort traps. Phone in the drawer. Apps deleted. When temptation requires effort to reach, your brain starts choosing real work. Step 3. Design your environment for success, not comfort. Your environment shapes your behavior more than your willpower ever will. You won't feel like starting. That's normal. Start anyway. Just for 2 minutes. The brain doesn't want to start. But once you're moving, it stops resisting. Scientists call this activation energy. The hardest moment is always the first step. After that first step, something shifts. The resistance melts. You remember who you can be. Now let's talk about what happens when you break the comfort cycle consistently. After 1 week of small, consistent actions, you start to feel different, cleaner, calmer. Your brain starts producing dopamine from real activities, not from scrolling, from creating. The addiction to comfort begins to loosen, not because you fought it, because you replaced it. You replace low-effort dopamine with earned dopamine. That's the psychology of real growth. Connection replaces isolation. Achievement replaces avoidance. Life starts to feel real again. And then one morning, something extraordinary happens. You wake up and you want to try. Not because you forced yourself, because your brain finally remembers what trying feels like. I want you to think about someone in your life who calls themselves lazy. They're not broken. They're trapped. In the same cycle, you might just be escaping right now. Share this video with them. Not with judgment, with love. Because the most powerful thing you can do when you heal is help someone else begin. You are not lazy. You are addicted to comfort. And now, you know the way out. The comfort zone feels safe, but nothing you want is waiting for you inside it. Every dream you have is on the other side of discomfort. Every single one. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to take one step toward what scares you. One step, then another. That is the entire system, repeated every day. Keep your streak. Not because you have to, because the person you are becoming deserves it. If you watched this far, you are not lazy. You are searching. And that is how it begins. Subscribe if this helped you. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. I'll see you in the next one.